Below, I'll be showcasing the Synthar CC. It has TriggerBot and aim assist. For your TriggerBot, you can change what key you want to use, what shooting key you want to use, how you want to use your features. You can change what your screen resolution is. You have your color tolerance, so you can put this at whatever you like. I personally like 63. You can change what color you want, and if you personally do not want to use any of these colors, you have a color picker right here that you can use, and then you can change whatever you would like to change it to. Or you have your timing delay for when it'll shoot. You have your burst count, which over here is what you'll use your pattern mode for. So say you just want a single tap, you keep it on single and just keep it at 1. Just keep it how it is. So if you say you want to do burst, you'll do this, and you put it either at 2 or 3, and allow you to burst, and you can change the delay in between this burst. So say you're using the Bulldog, you're using the Phantom, Vandal, if you want to burst, you can use it like that. I personally just keep it in single unless I want to change it. And then you got your aim assist, which helps a lot. You have different modes for how you use your aim assist. You have the strength, the speed, the smoothness, and the response time of it. What you see now is personally what I use for everything. I use 158. And then as I said, you have your color picker, and then you can, if you download other people's configs, you can load it config right there, and automatically load it. I'll showcase you the aim assist first before I show you the TriggerBot. So I have my key on my right mouse. So when I hold my right mouse and I go over someone, it kind of snaps through. You can see how it's kind of snappy. You can see how it kind of like jitters / slows down because it's snapping onto their body. See it's smooth, and then it starts to jitter because it's snapping on their body. And you can change how strong you want that to be and how weak you want it to be. You can also change how fast it responds to that. And now for the TriggerBot, whenever time you go to do it, make sure that you have your left key as your fire button still, as your left mouse button, but make sure you have your secondary bind as your K, and it will allow the TriggerBot to work. You can see how it's locking on, but it's also trying to fire. For example, as I said for the burst, so first say I'm going to use the Phantom and I want to 3-round burst it, you can change the burst pattern, you can change that, and then you can change the delay on when it burst. So let's go ahead and switch to the Phantom, and then you can change the delay even less. Also, just a heads up, F4 will show and hide it. Run somewhat of a delay because if you don't, it likes to spaz out. So I'd say about 100. If you have it will like to spray up. If per se you're using the Sheriff, you can use the Sheriff, put it around 200. Since the Sheriff has a good tap, you can. That's pretty much it.